common polite expressions in Bisaya. By the end of this lesson, students or you will be able to say please, thank you, and you're welcome. Use polite expressions in everyday situations. Respond politely to other people. Build confidence in basic conversations. Hello everyone and welcome to Learn Bisaya with JANIE. I'm JANIE and I'm here to help you learn Bisaya in step-by-step, simple, practical, and enjoyable way. In today's lesson, we'll learn the common polite expressions in Bisaya. In Bisaya culture, being polite is very important. Using respectful words makes conversations warmer and more natural. Today, you'll learn the most common polite expressions used every day. Let's start with the vocabulary. First word is, but of course we have the English and the Bisaya and also the pronunciation so you will understand better. First word is the please. In Bisaya, you will say it palihug. Palihug. Simply pronounce palihug. Palihug means please. The second is the word thank you. The word thank you, you can say it in Bisaya. It's very common because when you want to thank someone, when you appreciate someone or someone's effort, you will say thank you. But if you're talking to Bisaya people, you will say salamat. 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 But on the other side, you want it to make more feeling like thank you very much. Then you will just say Daghang salamat. Daghang salamat. Daghang salamat. But then you are the person who's being told thank you. Then what will you respond? Of course, you will say you're welcome. But in Bisaya, you will say walay sapayan. Walay sapayan. Walay sapayan. And for example, we want to say, excuse me. In Bisaya, you will say, Pasayloa ko. Pasayloa ko. Pasayloa ko. Yes, that's correct. Okay, listeners, watchers, just repeat after me. And you will learn. Practice saying, practice delivering the word, practice speaking it, because you will not just gonna learn by only listening. You have to speak itself, so it will sound naturally coming from you. Now let's proceed to the word sorry. Like you want to apologize to someone, then you will say sorry. Then in Bisaya, you will just say Pasensya. Pasensya. Because you're sorry. So you will say what? You will say what? Pasensya. Pasensya. But of course, with a heartfelt, you'll say Pasensya. 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 Sorry, like that. Or for example, you want to agree on something, then you will say yes. Yes. Then just simply say oo. 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 Yes. But if there's something you don't want to agree, then you say no. No. Or you say, when someone is asking you, is this right? Then you say no. No. Then you will say dili. 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 Okay? Good. Dili. And you're saying okay. Then you say sige. Okay. Sige. So as I said earlier, the Bisaya of the word you're welcome. Now there's another term for that, which is informal. You will say you're welcome informal way in Bisaya. It's correct that you say walay sapayan But there's an informal way which is short term for walay. You will say why. Why sapayan. Instead of you will say walay, you will just say why. You will replace the word walay by just saying why sapayan. Why sapayan. Walay sapayan. Oh, haven't it sound short, natural? You can use it's either the first one or this the informal. It's up to you. It's still polite common expressions. You don't have to worry something because it is polite. It is the expression where you can say to someone. Now, since I already told you those vocabulary sample words of common polite expressions, now we will use these expressions. First word is the palihug, which means what? Palihug means please. You got it right? Okay. Then, salamat. Salamat. Okay. Let me give you an example. Like, for example, someone told you or someone said beautiful about you. Like, wow, you're so beautiful. Then what will you respond? Thank you. So that is the Bisaya word of thank you. Salamat. Salamat. You're welcome. And in Bisaya, we have the two example, which is the this and the informal. First is the walay sapayan. Second, which is the informal of saying you're welcome, is why sapayan. Yes. Did you remember? Okay, good. So when you're saying sorry to someone, then you will say pasensya. 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 Are you that someone who say easily the word sorry? Or are you that someone who admit that they do wrong? Then you will say sorry. Commonly you use it. So you will say pasensya. Then you did something wrong to someone, then you will say please forgive me. In Bisaya, you will simply say Pasayloa ako. Pasayloa ako. And what is the Bisaya word of yes? What is it again? It's oo. Oo. And what about the word no? Like you disagree on something, then you will say no. Dili. Dili. Great. Those expressions we will use in sentence. When you're asking for help, you will say, please help me. In Bisaya, you will just say, palihug, tabangi ko. Palihug, tabangi ko. Second example, you want to thank that person who helped you. You will say, thank you for helping me. Thank you for your help. In Bisaya, you will say, salamat sa imong tabang. Salamat sa imong tabang. But again, you want to feel more heartfelt. Then you will say so much more of thank you. You will say, thank you very much. Then say, daghang salamat kaayo. Daghang salamat kaayo. Thank you very much. And say, walay sapayan. Means, you're welcome. Walay sapayan or why sapayan means you're welcome. Moreover, we have the other example, which is you're late. Where in this situation you are late. Why you're late? Late, so you will say, sorry, I'm late. Then in Bisaya, you will say, pasensya, nalangan ko. Nalangan means late. Pasensya, nalangan ko. Now, you want to say someone, yes, that's possible. Yes, that's possible. In Bisaya, you will say, oo, mahimo ka na. Oo means yes. Mahimo ka na. Mahimo ka na. Oo, mahimo ka na. Yes, that's possible. The sentence, no, thank you. You say in Bisaya, no in Bisaya is dili. Dili, salamat. No is dili. Thank you is salamat. Let's proceed to the mini dialogue. We have the girl named Anna and we also have the boy named Ben. Anna is saying, maayong buntag or good morning. Ben will respond, maayong buntag. Because Anna said maayong buntag to Ben and Ben will say, maayong buntag. Anna is asking something like that book. She wants to get it, but Ben is more near. Ben can hand over to Anna. So Anna will say, palihug ihatag ang libro. Palihug ihatag ang libro. It means, please give me the book. Ihatag means give. Give me. Palihog ihatag ang libro. Ben will say mauni. He will give or hand it over to Anna. Here it is, or mauni. Of course, Anna will say daghang salamat. Thank you very much. Ben will respond by saying walay sapayan. You're welcome. Did you learn something in our lesson 4? Isn't common polite expression really interesting? Let's proceed to the pronunciation practice. Now this time I want you to really repeat after me each word. Example, palihug, palihug. Second, salamat, salamat, salamat. Daghang salamat. Daghang salamat. Walay sapayan. Walay sapayan. Pasensya. 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 Pasayloa ko. Pasayloa ko. Pasayloa ko. Oo. Oo. Dili. 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 Sige. 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 Those are the common polite expressions I told you or I said earlier. Now we will use it in example in common situations, like for example at a store. You are at the store. For example, you are the customer. Then you will ask to that salesperson or cashier, palihug tagpila ni. Palihug tagpila ni means, please, how much is this? Palihug tagpila ni. Listen the tone. Palihug tagpila ni. Palihug tagpila ni. That's how Bisaya person usually tone the sentence. Palihug tagpila ni. Good. The cashier will say 100 pesos. In Bisaya, usa ka gatus pesos. Pesos means peso, the Philippine currency, peso. Usa ka gatus pesos means 100 pesos. Because the cashier answer your question, you will say daghang salamat or salamat. Salamat means thank you. Salamat. The cashier will again tell you walay sapayan. You're welcome. Walay sapayan. So you might be confused about these two words, or you might think it's just the same meaning. Why there's two example? Daghang salamat and salamat. There's a quite different definition of that. Daghang salamat sounds warmer and more appreciated than simply salamat. When you just say the word salamat, it just means thank you. But when you're saying daghang salamat, it means in English, thank you very much. Now next is the word palihug. Palihug is one of the most important word for showing respect. When you say palihug, it is very important for showing respect, for saying those respectful polite expression or words. And here's the thing, many Bisaya speaker also say salamat kaayo. Salamat kaayo, which means thank you very much. Don't be confused, it's very simple. Just practice saying. You ready for the mini quiz? Are you ready? Yes, of course. First question. How do you say please? How do you say please in Bisaya? A. Is it salamat? B. Is it palihug? And C. Dili. So what is the correct answer? A, B, or C? The correct answer is the letter B. Palihug. The Bisaya word of please is palihug. Second question. What does Daghang salamat mean? A. Good morning. B. Thank you very much. C. Goodbye. The correct answer is letter B. Thank you very much. The third question. How do you say you're welcome? A. Palihug. B. Walay, sapayan. And C. Pasensya. Try to answer. The correct answer is the letter B. Walay, sapayan. Number 4 question. What does pasensya means? A. Sorry. B. Please. And C. Thank you. What does pasensya means? Pasensya means, the correct answer is the letter A. Sorry. The 5th and last question. How do you politely say no, thank you in Bisaya? A. Dili, salamat. B. Oo, salamat. And C. Palihug. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is the letter A. Dili, salamat. Okay, let's do a quick review. Today you learn palihug, which means please. Salamat, which means thank you. Daghang salamat or salamat kaayo means thank you very much. Walay sapayan mean you're welcome. Pasensya means sorry. Pasayloa ko means please forgive me. Oo means yes. And how to say no in Bisaya? Dili. Sige means okay. Now your homework. Practice saying these expressions aloud and use them in simple conversations throughout the day. Try creating 5 short sentences using palihug, salamat, walay sapayan, pasensya, and sige. You will use those expressions in a sentence. Okay? So that's it for our lesson 4. In next lesson 5, you will learn how to count in Bisaya and use numbers in everyday conversations, such as shopping, telling your age. If someone will ask you, how old are you? Then you know the answer, how to say it in Bisaya, and giving your phone number. Thank you, or daghang salamat. Thank you for learning with me today. Remember, learn with confidence, speak with confidence. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you will be updated for our next lesson. Lesson 5. See you in our next lesson. Bye!